إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. Imam Hussain alayhi salam had fallen on the ground and shivers sat on his chest. After that, he turned Imam facing the ground and he used his dagger, which was not very sharp, and he struck his neck 12 times. Now one would wonder that even one strike or two strikes would do the job, but actually it did not. So they pulled the head of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. احتض رأسه مجزوز الرأس من القفا. In Arabic it means that when you try to cut someone's head from the back and you cannot properly do it, so you end up pulling the head out of the body. And now all these people, thousands of them, have gathered all around, and dust is rising. And this son of Fatima is laying on the ground, but Zulzina is protecting. His strike is best to protect, kicking and jumping around and circling around the body, those who try to come close. And then Umar ibn Sa'd said, "This is one of the horses of the Prophet, catch him." Catch him, stop him, hold him. But they were not able to. Some narrations say that Zulzina actually killed 40 of them. And then Umar ibn Sa'd said, "Let him be on his own, let him go." So he ran towards the camp. He was the one who brought the news. And then the ladies came outside, wailing and crying. I have no words to describe it. Now the saddle had turned upside down. And you see there is no rider on this horse. And a child comes out of the tent, sees the horse in this condition, and asks, "Zulzina, were you able to give water? Did my father get any water to quench his thirst? Because I know that he was very thirsty." وروي إنه لما سرع جعل فرسه يحامي عنه ويصب على الفارس ويخبطه عن سرقه حتى قتل 40 رجلا ثم تمرغ في دم الحسين. Then the horse actually, I missed something, that the horse before it ran to the camp, he brought his head, he bowed down and he colored himself, his whole head and mouth, with the blood of Imam Hussain, which was pouring everywhere. وَقَصَرَ نَحْوَ الْخَيْمَ وَلَهُ سُهَيْلٌ عَامٌ. He had a loud voice. And he got to the camp and he was striking his legs on the ground heavily. فَسَمِعَ بَنَاتُ رَسُولِ اللَّهِ سَهِيلًا. Then the daughters of the Prophet heard this sound of stamping outside their tent, so they came out. فَخَرَجْنَا فَإِذَا الْفَرَسُ بِلَا رَاكِبٍ. No one on this horse. The saddle is upside down. Each baby, each lady is coming and holding the horse and crying. وَخَرَجَتْ أُمُّ كُلْثُومٍ بِنْتُ الْحُسَيْنِ وَاضِعَةً يَدَهَا. And then Zainab came outside with her hand on her heart. وَتَقُولُ وَمُحَمَّدًا هَذَا حُسَيْنٌ بِالْعَرَاءِ قَدْ سُلِبَ الْعَمَامَةُ وَالرِّدَاءُ. Oh Prophet of Allah, this is your Hussain, laying on the ground, everything taken from him, even the amama and rida on his shoulder. وخرجت زينب وهي تندب الحسين وتنادي بصوت حزين وقلب كئيب ومحمدا صلى عليك مليك السماء هذا حسين مرمل بالدماء مقطع الأعضاء. This is Hussain. He's covered all over with his blood. His limbs and all this body has been severely cut to pieces. وَبَنَاتُكَ السَّبَايَا. Now your daughters have become prisoners. إِلَى اللَّهِ الْمُشْتَكَى وَإِلَى مُحَمَّدٍ الْمُصْطَفَى وَإِلى عَلِيٍّ الْمُرْتَضَى. Where do we bring our complaints? To Allah, to Rasul, to Ali, to Hamza, Sayyid al-Shuhada. Oh Hamza, in the battle of Uhud, what did you go through? I would say, even Yahya, who was beheaded, did not have to go through this. His family was safe. He did not have a daughter 3-year-old, nor did he have a son 6-month-old. Wa Muhammada hada Husayn al-Bilal. Tasfa alayhi as-sabah qatilu awlad al-baghaya. Ya Huzna, Ya Qurba. Al-yawma mata jaddi Rasulullah. Today my grandfather, the Prophet, has died. Zainab felt that all the Al-Qisa, the 5 Khamsa, Panjatan, they all died with the death of Hussein. Ya Ashab Muhammad. Oh companions of Prophet, where are you? Ha'ula'i dhurriyatul Mustafa. This is the family of your Prophet. Yusaquna sawqa sabaya. They have been dragged, taken as prisoners of kuffar. Wartafa'at fis sama dhalika al-ghabratun shadida. Smoke filled up the air, red color, and dust and dark clouds came all over Muslima. It became dark, and it was still daytime, but it became dark all of a sudden. Fi harihun hamra, a red wind passed through. La yura fiha ayn wala athar hatta dhanna al-qawm. People started thinking that azab of Allah has fallen or about to fall, but the air cleared after that. Falabisu sa'adan. This is a night after the shahadat of Imam Hussein. All the tents and everything has been burned down. They took everything, all belongings inside, and even the horses and camels, everything they had were taken from them. The reports that some women were trying to hold on to some piece of cloth, and they were fighting and were struggling to hold on to it, but it was snatched from them. Children, if they were wearing any earrings, they were snatched, tearing their ears. And children ran out of the tent. What happened was that as Imam Hussein was overpowered and he fell on the ground, they started moving towards the tent already, and Imam stopped them. But they moved on to the tent anyways. And when the news of Shahadat Imam Hussein came to the tents, right after they came and started burning the tents, they started moving from one tent to another, all of them. All the ladies and children gathered in the camp of Imam Sajjad alayhi salam. Now when they started burning that one, Bibi Zainab asked this mas'ala shar'iyya from Imam Sajjad alayhi salam, what do we do now? Our veils, our hijab has been taken from us. Do we stay in the tent and die and be burnt, or we go outside and save our lives? What is the duty? And Imam alayhi salatu wasalam ordered them to leave the tent and save their lives. So they tried to bring Imam alayhi salam. Hamid ibn Muslim says, I saw a tent which was burning, and a woman was going inside and coming out, and inside and coming out. I said, what is it inside this tent? Is there something precious you want to bring from outside? She said, no, it's the son of my brother inside. The report said Shimr and some of his men got inside that tent as well. And Shimr wanted to kill him, and the other person said, he will die on his own, leave him. This night they have to spend few women and children and this army of thousands of people. There is no one to protect them. They spend this night like this. This is a night. And then the narration says that after this happened, Bibi Zainab found her way to find her brother and came to the Gawdal Qatlgah. She saw that all condition of her brother, which cannot be described, and all the stones that had covered his body. And Bibi Zainab tried to uncover it and try to see, and she finds the body inside trampled, completely trampled by horses. Let me take you to a place. When Hur was killed, his body was also laying along with the Shuhada. When they came and started beheading all the bodies, the tribe of Hur came and stopped them. They said, we will not allow Hur, his body to be beheaded. So they picked up his body and left. This commotion, Bibi Zainab asked, what is going on outside? They said they are beheading all the bodies. But then the tribe of Khur came and stopped and took his body away. So Khur is not buried inside the haram, he's buried in the distance. She started crying and said, Wa Muhammadah, there's a tribe for a person killed over here to protect him. But the Rasulullah's family has no one to save his body from being trampled with horses, no one to save his body from beheaded. They took the body out of Ali Asghar's grave, they beheaded them all, they put all the heads, and the head of Sayyid al-Shuhada was set on this night. On this night, they were being taken to Kufa by Khuli. Khuli took at this night, the head of Imam Hussein was kept inside a tanur. While we are here mourning right now, we cannot describe the conditions of the women. How many times they were beaten, how many children lost their lives, were run over and trampled by horses. ألا لعنة الله على القوم الظالمين وسيعلم الذين ظلموا أنتم عظم الله أجورنا وأجوركم بمصابنا بأبي عبد الله الحسين عليه الصلاة والسلام. اللهم لعن قتلة الحسين، اللهم لعن قتلة الحسين وأصحابه، اللهم لعن قتلة الحسين، اللهم اجعل عواقب أمورنا خيرا، اللهم ارزقنا زيارة الحسين، اللهم ارزقنا شفاعة الحسين.